Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pilsbury 68, and I am here with my comrades here, my good buddies. We got Mlord plays and Jacob Gold here. Why don't you
How's
introduce
Jacob?
yourselves?
Hello, everybody. I'm pretty sure you gave me the best introduction that I've ever gotten in my whole life. Thank you, Mr. Berry, all the way
Oh,
down
you're
there. Or
absolutely
maybe
What
welcome.
else
I'm
is there
actually
to
Mr. Berry.
say?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
got nothing else to say. I don't
We're
know.
we're
I
we're
make pretty
back.
crappy videos, so if you want to check those out, link in the description.
On, bro.
We're back with the second episode of the HCast.
I didn't think it would happen.
I didn't. I mean,
We're
neither.
staying kind of consistent. I think if we could, the views for the first week were solid. A lot better than I thought they would be.
21.
The both the HCast, the first episode of the podcast, and the episode of the video of you and I playing crane games for 2 minutes, both did better than episode 2 of the X and Y Soul Link.
Yes.
So,
Well, that would be because.
well, X and Y Soul Link is better than those two, obviously.
Of course.
Oh.
And people don't watch good content, right?
I know that's why
they hate it.
my views have been down on my main channel, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, I think if we keep posting, we'll be all right. I
bet.
really get things going.
No,
Really rock out.
of course.
Yeah.
So Matt had a couple of ideas for this episode of the HCast. So why don't you?
Yeah, they're both my ideas with no input from anyone else here.
No,
No
they weren't.
No one.
No, they weren't.
No one possibly. But so last episode we were talking. Jake proposed the question we should talk about which main characters that we think could pass the My Hero entrance exam. So we have a list of the main characters from shows that either all three of us have seen or shows that at least two of us, so we can provide multiple inputs. There's some shows that we've seen that we just didn't put on here, like Hinata from Haikyuu. He's just a guy. He's kind of short.
Yeah, he can jump really far.
He could jump really high.
He kind of has basically half of what's her face, the Rabbit Girl's powers, pretty much, because he can jump, and so can she.
Yeah.
Except she's got a lot going for her.
She might be a little more appealing than Hinata.
Yeah,
For some people,
just
obviously.
a tad.
Chance.
Just a tad.
But yeah, what's he gonna do? Spike the ball? Maybe the power of the spike could take him out. But
if Oikawa can do it, Hinata can't.
that's true. Like Hobble would wipe the floor with everyone here.
Of course.
Who's that?
Oikawa.
How many seasons have you seen?
There's
Of how many episodes of what?
How many seasons have you seen of Haikyuu?
Halfway through the second one.
so you've
He's
definitely
like-
met
Met
Oikawa.
him in like the first few episodes when they scrimmage that other team. He's like the main guy, like the really good setter.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's the best
Yeah.
villain ever. He could beat. He won everything. There was something
Yeah.
going on TikTok where people were talking about it. Like the moon is just a volleyball that Oikawa spiked into the.
All
Oikawa
the
served
craters
into the
from
air.
him practicing spikes.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. Good
all,
to know.
all the stars in
I-
the sky are just the balls that Oikawa have served.
I'm just not very good with names, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like-
fine.
I know
Yeah,
Shinizigawa from Demon Slayer, but that's about it.
I couldn't point out Haikyuu or Oikawa probably in a lineup because he's just kind of a basic looking guy. So you probably have no idea.
Yeah, you
who
probably
he
have
is
no
at
idea
all.
who he is.
I know who some of the characters are, and I know that one of the guys is voiced by a person who voiced someone in Black Clover.
I mean, perchance.
Perchance.
It's the dude with like the silver spiky hair or whatever, with like the black and the silver.
Bokuto.
Yeah,
Bokuto.
he
That's Ian
voices
Sinclair,
this.
my favorite voice actor. Our favorite voice actor.
He voices a guy in Black Clover
He also
who also hits balls. So he just kind of
He just loves balls.
yeah. His whole deal is that he has fire creation magic, and he like makes baseballs out of fire and hits them with a bat, because Japan loves baseball. So
As we've discussed.
yeah, as we
Yeah.
discussed. Ian Sinclair is me and Matt's favorite voice actor. He voices like Brooke from One Piece. He voices Victor Leet in Fire Force. Who else? He's Bokuto in Haikyuu, and a bunch of other people. He's quite a dog.
Very recognizable voice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing. What were you saying?
Nothing. I was just getting comfortable there. Had to
Sure.
rep the Yamaha shirt you get out of this. I don't know if you can
I'm
see
wearing
it.
a Survivor shirt.
I'm wearing a pure just a black shirt.
I put on a shirt
Last
just
episode, you
for
should have
that.
just worn the wife beater. Like, I don't know why you put on a shirt for that. I think that would have been more appealing, but
No,
You know.
I'm good.
so we got main characters. We're doing also some like of the other main characters, just to get a few more people to talk about. And
You said
we're-
you said tight.
thank you, man. Wait, what? Is that last one?
Just
Move
move
past
past
it.
it.
Just
All right.
move past it.
We're gonna try to do the more like basic versions of the characters, or like we said, like up to like their first like big power up, I guess. Just because like some of them kind of suck at the very beginning, so at least give them somewhat of a chance.
A lot of
but there's a
them
few.
suck generally.
Yeah.
So
There's a few on this list that I think could win, but I mean, there's a lot that
yeah,
would
well,
probably get
Invisible
drafted.
Girl won. So
That's true. So did Mineta. So it's like, what's really the standard?
baseline is sticky balls.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Is if it's better than sticky balls.
What you're saying is Hinata could win.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, his.
It just spikes the ball into the gears or whatever.
Yeah.
I probably could take out some of the small guys. I keep thinking it's just like a really big one, but yeah, you probably could maybe like put a dent in one of them. I don't know how strong this
Maybe
spike
put a
is.
dent.
It's also a volleyball, so it would not hit.
It would pop on impact, probably.
Probably.
I don't know, perch.
But what could he do
might-
anything
Also,
without
his first
Kageyama?
big
That's the
power-up,
question.
He still cannot hit.
Yeah, he's right.
He would have to have his eyes closed and have someone set for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, you'd
One
have to have
specific guy.
him and Kageyama would have to work as a team.
Yeah, it's true.
Who are those
Hinata
guys?
doesn't win.
Don't know.
Just guys that just showed up in their uniforms.
Who the hell are these
What
guys?
this was.
Yeah, they thought this was practice, but
I bet that guy's got like a fire quirk because he's got orange hair, and that other guy looks like he's. I don't know what he does. He's got. Oh, they're just
Yeah,
they're just practicing volleyball. Oh,
they're just guys.
yeah, okay. Guess so.
Dude.
One of them's really short, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So I guess
I think so.
that's true. But that is probably like 3'11".
Yeah.
There's no way he's unless everyone else is ridiculously tall and I was just like average height. Then maybe, but
I guess we should get this underway then.
Yeah.
all right. So the first two I have on here are Aaron and Armin from Attack on Titan. I
Are we
think
going
Armin.
like? Are we going colossal Armin, or are we going?
No.
Are we just going?
It's at the beginning of the series. He doesn't have
Blade
Colossal
Man.
till the end.
Blade Man. Because
Yeah.
Colossal Armin would kill everyone, right? Because he's just a nuke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He also doesn't get it till like season 3, so
So we're doing Blade Armin. Yeah, he's cooked.
He's-
Okay.
he's
Well,
fucked.
to be fair, the like big robots are similar to Titans in a sense.
But he couldn't even fight the Titans.
yeah, exactly,
Right. He was awful.
Yeah.
exactly.
So I think because like at least in the first, I'm trying to think of everything he does in the first season. It's just like he watches Aaron get eaten,
That's about all I
And then-
remember.
and then he fights what's her face, Annie. But then Reiner has to come and save him. So he's a bum basically.
Yeah,
I think he's cooked.
Armin's cooked. Aaron, on the other hand,
He might get one or two robots though.
yeah,
You
okay.
could probably get the small guys, but definitely not like
Not the
big
big
boy.
guy.
Yeah.
Aaron, on the other hand,
I think
Aaron-
Aaron.
Always had the Titan.
Yeah. So
technically.
we'll say Aaron with Titan. I guess his first power up would be like where he could like harden his fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even without that, I think he still wins. Because he could just step on all the other ones, and then he could just punch the big guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing is, I think he'd probably pass, but he'd also probably end up like killing somebody.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's pretty fair.
Because you remember he kind of like,
Lost it.
yeah, multiple times. Like the first couple times he turns into a Titan, he kind of just like,
Went insane. He didn't know
yeah,
what he was doing.
he literally turned into a Titan basically.
Yeah.
He would just like kick a building by accident, or just like purposely just like sock someone in the face.
Mm-hmm. You'd end up like laying somebody out. He'd be like, well, you did pass the exam, but you killed 6 students.
You are going to prison. But I guess that's a pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say he
it's
passes.
pass.
So next I have Ed and Al.
I think they could do good.
They got a chance.
I think Ed. I mean, Ed was pretty strong from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
So couldn't he just like
Turn
alchemy
them
the?
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could. He is the Full Metal Alchemist after all. He could
Or
just.
turn the robot into like a duck or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So I think Ed would win. Al.
he would start throwing hands. That's what he would do.
He would also probably like fall apart, right? If like one of the big guys stepped on him, he would just
He'd
kind of
crush.
crumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he's cooked.
He's a little cooked. He's
Yeah.
rather cooked.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, no.
Al could also use alchemy, just not as well as Ed could.
He can.
Yes.
At like a certain point, he can. I mean,
I just didn't pay attention to the show, apparently.
Yeah, Ed's just better at it than Al.
yeah,
Does Al ever use it? Like, actually?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All the time.
he does.
This was right after you watched Attack on Titan, so I'll give you a pass, I guess. This is why I want to watch Full Metal Alchemist again. The Full Metal Alchemist is the one I want to rewatch the most.
Yeah, but I just don't remember. This didn't happen. Like, I'm
Yeah.
convinced.
It was like you watched it like while we were doing Cage Lock, I think. So it was like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, still, I can remember what happened in Attack on Titan.
well, Attack on Titan's your favorite.
That show.
I guess maybe it's just because I'm a hater, but
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
a hater.
I mean, you are.
Yeah. I love Full Metal.
it didn't happen. I'm convinced.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Right,
no, you're
well,
right.
next characters,
All right, next I have Denji and Power.
they're fucked.
Uh,
Well, actually,
I feel.
Yeah, Denji couldn't die, I guess, but
Wouldn't he just run out of blood?
yeah.
and then he would just like stop and then be like, oh well, it's a shame.
Yeah.
hmm
And I guess, like, Power, I guess you can make that hammer. I don't know how
I
much
mean,
damage.
you don't really see much of her as far as I
Yeah, you
recall.
don't really see her like kill a bunch of people or anything.
They also probably just, like, hide or something, too. Because they're not, like, she probably wouldn't even want to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they both lose. I don't think, like, I mean, I don't know how strong Denji's chainsaws are.
I think Denji's got
Like,
a
chainsaw strength, I think.
yeah. I think Denji's got a chance, but it's not a very high one.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I would not give him the benefit of the doubt.
If they're just regular chainsaws, he's not cutting through.
Like the corrugated steel.
Yeah. So there's no chance.
Yeah,
Power might, like, but I don't think that she would want to or care at all.
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think
Next is
she'd just be like, yeah.
Next is Tanjiro.
He's cooked.
He's
God,
very
he's
cooked.
He
He's
is the most dead out
he's
of all of them.
very dead.
He would like water breathing. And then he just get crushed.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
Himokage Kagura.
Yeah. There is
Turn.
no chance.
It didn't slice through. No, ah.
he would not be able to see that opening thread.
No, no, he
No
wouldn't.
So next is Luffy and Zoro, and here's the thing. Zoro can cut through steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Tanjiro can.
Zoro's pretty poggers.
Zoro, well, like there's like a whole thing where Zoro just like goes and cuts through this guy who's made of steel.
I guess so.
I guess hypothetically Tanjiro could, but we just haven't seen it.
Well,
Yeah.
also he definitely couldn't, because he sucks.
That's true. I think Zoro clears Tanjiro.
Oh, easily. He's got 3 times as many swords, you know?
Yeah. Zoro kind of solos the whole Demon Slayer verse, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That I guess
Give him some Nichiren swords. He'll kill Muzan in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's kind of not like they've
Mhm.
fought probably tougher opponents than Muzan.
Yeah, like Bussy the Clown.
like Buggy
See
the
the
Clown.
clown.
Bussy the.
So I think
I've
both
met
Luffy
him.
and
I've
Zoro-
watched 6 episodes. I've met Buggy.
Mm-hmm.
He's very tough
I
opponent.
mean, like, the thing with Luffy is that he's big stretchy. He can stretch so good. I mean,
I guess-
I don't know how easily he could defeat a robot, though.
He'd definitely survive it.
But yeah, but he'd also, like, I don't know if he'd be able to get any robot kills, you know?
Yeah.
So if we're going with the first power up, that means his is gear 2.
Ah,
So he
yes.
can do. And you guys have totally seen that.
I know all
So
about
ba-
Gear 2.
yes.
Basically, he just
My-
gets kind of hot, and he can like punch really strongly, and he
Oh, wow.
like
That's crazy.
just put dents and stuff like that. So maybe he could like
take out a couple of the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
he definitely
Well,
could.
There's also the
Okay.
like you can also pass the exam by being like a support hero, so you can like save people from dying. That's also another thing that they can do. So I mean, I guess that is also an option. Just that none of the characters we talked about really would do that.
Except for Tanjiro, but he also like couldn't.
Yeah, but he'd get cooked.
Yeah.
So he could try and save people, but he would just Kame Kagura his way to an early grave.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
So I think Luffy and Zoro would pass.
Yeah, I don't know
I think
if
Zoro's got it. I think Zoro clears the
I
robots.
can't check.
I'm not convinced on Luffy yet, though.
Yeah, I think Luffy's got a good chance. It's not 100% guaranteed though.
I think what Jacob said was right. Like I don't know if he'd win in the fights, but if
If he was support, he would be really good at that.
yeah.
Eh.
All right. After that is Yuji and Yuta. I think Yuta wins.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yuta wins. I don't know about Itadori.
It depends on if he gets to keep all the things that he's copied up until now. Because if so, then definitely. But without it, then he's just Rika.
He'll just tell him to kill themselves. I think even with Rika.
Yeah, I think even with Rika, he wins.
Rika.
I don't even know what Yuji's first like power was. It Black Flash, I guess.
Perchance.
It's when I guess Divergent Fist.
But he's also just a guy, though.
Yeah, with big curse energy
Yeah.
in his butthole.
He could also like
I
just
mean-
call on Sukuna, and then Sukuna could go crazy.
Sukuna would just kill all the people.
Yeah, Sukuna would kill all the people.
Drop
He
a
would sign
domain
it for it.
expansion, and my life is
It's
yours.
you. Yeah,
If it was like current chapter 264 Yuji,
he's
I
winning.
think he'd win like pretty easily. But
Because
like
the funny
first
thing happened.
first power up Yuji is not good.
So should we say he has a chance, but
No.
it's very low chance?
It's like one of those things where like if Mineta can do it, then he's got a
Yeah,
shot.
exactly.
But that is not saying a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to be compared to Mineta.
exactly.
Mm.
All right, next, two people that Jacob totally knows about is Shinra and Arthur. From
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think both of them
Firefall.
got it.
both
Well,
of
they're
them win.
both pretty hot. So.
They could both just like
Yeah.
melt. Like Arthur could just cut through them.
Arthur could cut
Mhm.
through him. Shinra could
and
blast.
melt them.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like his power. He has enough force in his bursts to do it.
Especially, so I
And he
think
doesn't have daddy issues,
So
so
I-
that lets him use his fire.
It's not
so. His first power up, with excluding when he
Solves-
encounters the evangelist, is he just goes like real fucking fast, And then he has, but if we're including, but I guess I was gonna say his first power up is like really, really broken, but the evangelist wouldn't be but he has to be like by the evangelist in order to use it, and the evangelist is not gonna be at the My Hero Academia entrance exam. So
I would assume not.
yeah, but
Bring him
Shinra, yeah, I
along,
think
come on.
they both cook.
Yes, I agree.
Right, I'm glad we got your input.
I'm that's what I'm here for.
Next is Aang.
I think Aang solos, honestly.
He kind of. Well, what are we saying? Are we saying like water bending? Is that what he's got?
He's
Or
got
anything?
airbending, waterbending, so that means that he could just like there's heroes with water quirk, so he could just like
Do that. Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
definitely wins.
I never heard of the guy.
he solos the verse.
I ain't never heard of the guy, so
Probably. You've never heard of Aang from Avatar?
absolutely
From
not.
Avatar,
He's the
Last
bald
Airbender.
guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He bends
With
so
the
good.
arrow on his head. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the guy. I know him. Me and him go way back.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Then I have Kafka from Kaiju number 8, and I think he pretty easily
wins.
clears.
Yeah.
And then it's all the people that you two know. So I have Kirito from Sword Art Online.
So are we going like Sword Art Online Kirito? Or
Yeah.
are we going
Safe. Are we going?
Kazuto?
Well, I don't know what these mean. So you
Okay.
guys
So
decide.
are we going his in-game avatar, which is what
Are we going Kirito or Kazuto?
Yeah. Are we
So
going
gotta
Kirito or
decide.
Kazuto? Because
So you're saying,
Kazuto.
like the real guy.
Kazuto
Yeah,
is his
just the
real
dude.
name, which he's just a guy. But if we're going Kirito, which I think we should go with, since that's what he
Yeah.
is in most of the show, then I think
However,
he's got a
he
chance.
still gets cooked.
I think he still
No,
gets cooked.
He
Yeah.
still gets cooked.
Like even with his first power up being dual wielding, he's still fucked.
He's a man with two swords. What
He's
is
yeah.
a sword man to a robot?
Yeah, that is
Apparently
true.
not a lot.
So, besides Zoro.
Yeah, well, he's got 3 swords. So that's
Yeah,
enough
that's
swords.
different. That's different.
All right,
Well,
so
that also
Subaru.
depends because I think he can also use magic, can he?
Not really. I mean, I guess he kind of can. I don't. He uses sword skills, so he's got like
Yeah,
the
that's true.
17 hit combo or whatever.
I think he stands a chance, but it's like if
Not a
Mineta
good
can.
one.
I think it's if Mineta can do it, he can do it sort of thing.
Yeah. If it was season 4 Kirito,
Oh,
I'd say that he's got much more of a
He's
chance.
got
But
much
season 1 Kirito's
Kind of
Not that
ass.
great.
Kind of ass.
Kind of a guy with a sword.
yeah, but he's got a coat. It's a sweet coat.
His sweet ass coat begs to differ.
The black cloaked knight or whatever they call him. I don't know what they call him.
Black guy.
Then his
Why? I'm
Subaru,
getting
I think
I'm
he's
getting a
guy,
potential
right?
spam call. Hold on a second.
He's just a dude.
Wait, pick up the phone for the episode.
Okay.
Hey, this is your doctor.
Hello.
You got cancer.
We can't hear shit.
Hello?
Yeah.
What the fuck? They hung up.
How
I
dare
dare
they?
that.
They didn't say a
They
single
called
word.
you.
I said
That's when we
hello.
started trading.
They called me. What the fuck? Hello.
Stop. Stop. No.
Hello, everybody.
All right, who's
Jacob does a
next?
funny finger thing.
Who's
That scared
next?
me.
Who's next? Who's after?
Subaru.
Yeah, he's
Subaru?
fucked.
Yeah.
He's so fucked.
He's got shadow magic technically, but it's actually just that he could just bust shadows
Yeah.
once, and then he's cooked.
Yeah,
for
and then
like a
he
month.
like faints after he uses it, doesn't he? So
Yeah, I'm pretty something like that. Yeah,
he's fucked. He's
just
so
like-
fucked.
but he's
So he's also just kind of a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a guy who. Yeah, that's it. No, he's just a guy
Yeah.
Sick.
who comes back from the dead several times.
Yeah. So hypothetically,
Eventually,
if
he could learn how to beat the robots.
yeah, exactly.
It would be awful if he did somehow die to the robots, though. Like I don't know how he'd manage.
Especially with
that.
Mike protecting him. God.
Yeah.
Mike's-
I could do this.
What? No. Why would I? Why does this
figure it
man
out.
want to die?
It's one of those things where if Mineta can do it, he definitely cannot.
Yeah.
So you're Minetta's stronger than he is.
Mineta's stronger
Yeah.
than Super.
Mineta would cook him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mineta would defeat him.
Impressive.
Mineta would cook him.
Mm-hmm.
Next is solo leveling guy. I don't know his name.
I think he'd stand a chance. I think he'd stand a pretty good chance.
If we're going first power up techniques, whenever he unlocks the ability to get stronger.
Oh yeah, then he's fucked.
So
Never mind.
Not really that good.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have his cool epic dagger.
Yeah, he doesn't even need it. He's not even.
The point?
He's just a little crybaby bitch.
Yeah, who has to talk to sandworms when he doesn't do his 100 push-ups?
Yeah. You'll understand. You'll understand later, Matt.
You'll understand one day.
You'll understand when you watch the show.
You'll understand when you're older.
Which I did miss an episode, so I got to do that. But continue.
Finally, is Black Summoner guy, whose name I didn't bother to look up.
He wins.
So,
I think
is it just with Slime? Is it just him and Slime Man?
Oh fuck! It's just him and Clotho.
Oh yeah, Clotho. I forgot its name. I didn't remember.
My favorite character.
I mean, he could just like.
Yeah, I think he.
Oh,
I think he does. I think he does stand a chance. I think out of all of the people we said stand a chance, like if Mineta can do it, they can do it. I think he's the most likely to pass out of all of those.
He'd be an excellent support hero.
Yeah.
Also, he has the incredible skill of talking people into joining his team.
Yeah.
For some reason,
he can talk the robots. He can talk a robot into joining.
You don't have to be the bad guy.
You don't have to do this. Isn't you?
Yeah.
You can just say that.
This isn't you.
Yeah. He can make the robots fight each other and then win.
Speaking of Black Summoner, though, I do love the part whenever he pretends to be like the bad guys or whatever.
That's awesome.
That's a part that's stuck in my brain.
That's very good.
How long
that
ago
part
did you watch it?
2 years ago.
Oh.
All
I'm
right.
waiting on season 2, baby. When's it popping off?
I don't know. It better.
I bet it got canceled.
I would.
You got cancer.
Very upset. I'd be very upset.
Yeah, the guy got cancer. That's what happened.
No.
You didn't hear the news?
No, not Kelvin.
That was strictly your guys' interpretation of what I said, right? Your imagination ran wild.
For context of the podcast, I was like, when is the guy who writes the JJK manga gonna put out a new chapter? And Matt just texts, "You didn't hear the news?" And then I was like, "Did he die?
Did he die?" We were both.
The new chapter had already come out.
We were both like, "Oh my gosh, he's fucking dead."
I apologize. I didn't know he died of cancer.
Yeah.
And Matt was just like, "No, the chapter's already out."
Well,
just like, who? What?
Yeah, it's your guys' fault. You got your expectations.
Well, maybe don't say you didn't hear the news because you
hear the news.
You didn't hear the news. He's dead.
I didn't read the new chapter, but I'm pretty sure something. I think the big thing happened at it.
A big thing happened. There was a large thing.
And I assume Jacob would have brought it up because he would have been like, "Oh, did you hear the thing?"
No, I know y'all don't read.
But I haven't. I don't know all the spoilers.
I know the thing.
Yeah, I know you. 30.
What?
Anyway, not important. Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
They did the thing, but he's not dead, so that's sick.
Well, that's good.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree. What's next on the shopping block?
Yeah, what's next on the agenda?
That's all the people I got down.
All right.
So we can either just talk, or we can do the power one.
The power. Oh, the ranking. The power one. Let me crack open the notebook of amazingness here, and we can see all the rest of the anime I've watched, and we can rank them in where if they should pass the My Hero exam or not.
Oh, so just randoms that we have no clue who they are.
Absolutely. All right. So that's just a guy. That's just a guy. Lloyd and Anya. Lloyd's got a chance. Anya's fucked.
Lloyd is dead.
Mashal. The Mashal folks. The Mashal folks have a. I think Mash wins. I think Mash easily wins. He didn't even have magic. He still wins. Mash is just the guy.
Oh, he's also just a guy.
but he's like the strongest
strong
human in the entirety of ever. He's the strongest human in the entirety of ever.
I'm not
Hear
buying
me out
it.
though. Hear me out though. Mark from Invincible. Would you
Mark
both
from
think?
Invincible would clear.
Oh yeah, easily.
Mash
He'd solo the verse.
Mash hurt a guy who
100%.
could not possibly be hurt. Like
Hmm.
he had a goddess watching over him that healed him and made him not feel pain, and Mash hurt him.
Okay, but that's like
So like
That
I
might
that's.
be
I
goes.
think a couple of robots would be no Mash would easily win.
But what is he gonna have after 500 years? Of me, Dad.
Yeah,
And Mark
Yeah.
Mark will clear.
yeah. I mean, oh man, that's gonna leave a what?
Leave it what? Read my books, Mark.
Read my books, Mark.
All right, we
Read my
can
books.
stop this here. Mash
This
is
is
really the
bad.
one I wanted to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
What was I heard that Black Clover's coming back.
Oh really?
that's
A
interesting.
manga.
Oh,
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know if you're caught up, or I don't know if they're making new episodes. But
I'm not caught up on the episodes or the manga, so
I didn't think you. I assumed you didn't read it.
nah. I just skipped it like 40 episodes. Started reading the manga.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. You
I'll
wanted to
put-
skip Skypiea, so
I'll put you past you.
gladly.
that
You wanted to skip Skypiea, which was like uncalled for. You said it was too long.
It's pretty long.
It's like an average amount of episodes. It's only 40.
I mean,
It's
I don't know,
pretty-
boys. What do we do now? We've pod all the casts that we can cast.
we have
Well, how
potted
much time
on.
are we at? Because if we're at like 30 minutes, we can't do that.
32 minutes.
Put it on half speed.
On half speed.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening. This is like my year was on a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're watching Fire Force, which is pretty hype though.
I am watching Fire Force.
I'm very happy because of that. I love Fire Force. Fire Force is very good. It's probably my top
Jacob should
5.
also watch Fire Force.
Yeah,
I'm
Jake-
watching good old High Q.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
It's in my top 4.
which is ludicrous, but I guess
I'd
so.
seen the first season, but I didn't like remember any of it, so I watched some dude do a recap of it.
Haikyuu has got one of the coldest moments in any show I've ever
That's
seen.
so
Yeah.
he tells me that this moment is on par with On Your Feet, Dad, and I'm like, this is gonna be the craziest moment in anime history I have ever seen in
It
my
was.
entire life. It was like, it was cool. I liked it, but you got my hopes up. You made me
It's
think
the-
like this was gonna be the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was cool. I liked it, but I feel like it's so much less cool than I thought it was. It's so much less cool than I thought it was gonna be because you made it seem like it was gonna be the best thing I've ever watched.
It's the best moment of the whole show, and it's
Well, yeah,
fantastic.
that.
The emotion, the silence. Guys, all it is this guy gets a block,
Yeah, exactly.
and then he like the whole crowd freaks out, and he like gets hype, and it's fantastic, and it's the best thing I've seen.
It's like
I'll
it's
put it out.
cool.
You know-
I enjoyed it. It's easily the best moment in the show, but definitely not on par with On Your Feet, Dad.
You know what? You know what I've realized though.
What?
I tried to explain Attack on Titan to one of my friends, and then I got to the point where I had to explain like the Attack Titan, Founder Titan, how all that works. And you know, an interesting point was raised of the idea that like the way the Attack Titan works, couldn't he just like why can't he change how things happen? If he could change how the past happened to affect the future, then why couldn't he just affect time in the present to change the future? And I was like, you know what? You're so right. You couldn't be more right, actually.
This is why I took a break while I was between watching Attack on Titan and My Hero, because I was contemplating everything that I had just watched.
Yeah, Aaron's kind of not smart.
Yeah, he's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's just like explained away because of that kid in the alleyway that like he's like, oh yeah, I kill those guys and save the kid or whatever. Then like, you know, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, and then he does it anyway.
It doesn't. I think they try to explain it by like that one flash thing in the final episode where it's like him and Mika's at the cabin, and it's supposed to be like, I think that's supposed to be like the timeline where he didn't do something, but I forgot it's where he didn't do. I think
it's if they fled the.
It's if he said he loved her when.
Oh yeah.
When they were talking that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they would have been happy, but then he would have died because of the rule. Mm-hmm. And then,
which is the most pointless rule I've ever heard in my entire life.
Also, you know that rule's in Demon Slayer too.
What?
What?
It's like it's not like so. Apparently, if you get the mark, you won't live past 25.
That's retarded as hell.
Unless you're born with it. So, like, I think Tanjiro was born with it.
Okay.
And the other guy, main guy, was born with it.
I also realized something. That rule actually isn't pointless because, if Grisha didn't pass down the Attack Titan to Eren and he just kept it, then Eren still would have gotten it. Eren still would have gotten the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan because Grisha wouldn't have lived after the 13 years were up. So
but how would Aaron have gotten it?
Yeah,
because his dad would have just his dad. Well, okay. Here's the thing. What would his dad have done? Would his dad just have died and then just the Attack on Titan or the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan were both gone, or would he pass it on to Eren?
I would imagine he just leaves. It's just gone forever. Yeah. I think that's why they had him eat him before.
Well, exactly. That's the point.
And then doesn't if what's his face just dies, his dad, all the Titans just disappear.
Yeah, because he's the Founding Titan, so he's just like.
Well, exactly. That's the reason why the rule exists. Because if he didn't pass it to Eren, then that would have happened, and then there wouldn't have been a show.
Why didn't he just do that? Wasn't his whole goal to like stop everything? So isn't he just kind of an idiot for giving it to his son?
He can't do it because the Attack Titan can change the past, but he can't change the present or the future. Because he has the future memories of the past, future Titan, future Holder Titan.
Yeah.
How hard would it be to just not turn your son
into a mass murderer?
He so deliberately made Eren a Titan and had him eat him.
Yeah, he's just like, trust me, this is for your own good. It didn't. It really is.
No, it's not.
It really fucked up his life.
Yeah, it did.
I saw this thing that was like, it was like your anime crushes or whatever, because I have a weird For You page or whatever. And one of them was villain, like the villain section, and they had put Eren in there. And I was like, yeah, but no. I mean,
he's a lunatic.
He's not.
He has good intentions, but he's just going about them in a bad way. That's what
because they're like, no, he's not a bad guy because he can't stop himself from doing it because he can't change the future, present, past, present, future.
Just kill yourself.
Future.
Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that his dad gave him the Titan at like age 4, it was like, good luck, man.
What an op for that.
You will not become an adult. You just won't. You simply won't.
You cap out at 25.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that like Eren screwed it up originally for his dad, but he wouldn't have done that if his dad hadn't screwed it up for him. So it's hard to say how this all happened, really, because if he just didn't have the Founding Titan, if he didn't eat the Founding Titan, then he just would have been the Attack Titan, and that would have been it. And there would have been no problems.
Yeah.
All of this would have been avoided if his dad didn't run off that one day and get his sister killed.
Yeah, we should blame the airship.
Yeah, it was all a setup from the airship just to get him out there.
Mm-hmm. And then Gabby wouldn't have been a character. God,
she probably wouldn't have been born. Zeke kind of sold too when he ratted at his parents when they tried to like make him become like the next
Yeah.
big guy.
Big guy.
So the Jaegers are just like fucking retards, I guess.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. I mean,
All
dear
of them.
Lord. Yeah, the thing is I know that this is Hill's favorite show, but like, it's just like, I feel like the plot is held together by tape and good wishes.
Yeah. That makes
I think for the most part it's good. It's just like with the power of being able to change the past and future or whatever, it's just
it arouses a lot of things.
everything could have been avoided if that had been used differently.
Which is, I feel like that's in every show where you can go to the past and the future and stuff, where you can time travel.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird plot device.
But also the way that it happens is because Zeke shows Aaron his memory, or shows him his father's memories, because he knows how to access them. And then Aaron knows he's going to do that because he can see the past memories or the future memories of past Titan holders. So he can see his own memories in the past. So then he knows that he's going to go there. So then he changes the memories of the Attack Titan by telling his dad that he has to do this.
Apparently.
Which then, okay, so let's say that the whole reason that all this happened was because Aaron went back and was like, "Get up, Dad." That's the whole reason that he ended up turning into the Titan, eating the Founder Titan, all this happened.
Yeah.
Then who made him do all the stuff that he was doing? There's no more Attack Titans. They couldn't go back and be like,
Yeah, how did this...
You gotta kill that child.
Aaron's just mentally insane.
Aaron, you gotta kill that child.
Well, that also...
You know, I'm like the Colossal Titan, so I'm the greatest.
Big.
Also, the Colossal Titans were in the walls, correct?
Yeah.
That's the whole deal? Colossal Titans were in the walls. How did Rainer get in the walls and not see him? Remember when he hides the wall?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They go in the walls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like walkways in the walls.
Are the Colossal Titans just like, you can't see me?
You see the Colossal Titan, he went between the legs, and his legs just, he just like went like, yeah. When Reiner went through, the Colossal Titan just did, yeah.
So they unintentionally purposely built the tunnels that are in the walls around the Titans where they couldn't see the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Specifically
such a
around the Titans.
Yes.
Like, oh man. Also, like, I never got the reason as to why they sent the Titans to the people of like the island. I don't remember, like, that gets explained, I think, right?
Because
they're racist.
They just hate him. They're just racist, yeah.
It's just racist.
They just hate him. They want to kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is...
That checks out.
Another thing... Oh, fuck. I forgot. Oh, no. I saw a post where it was like... They said that current Yuta would solo the Rumbling. Are you buying that?
I mean, he has
Jacob,
first speech copy.
So you could just say, like, kill yourselves.
Yeah, he could just be like... He could just, like, get crushed.
I think he's just kind of a sword fella. Like, I don't really... I think he kind of gets cooked.
Oikawa
Sukuna could solo. Maharaga would solo the Rumbling.
Gojo would too, I think. They couldn't hit him.
So, but like, this show, it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's
also, got a lot of plot holes.
It's like the whole thing is that the reason Armin is the narrator is because he's telling the story to the people of or the people who are the Jaegerists, because he's going back to the thing, and that's like at the end of the show, because he's like, I'll tell them everything. And then it's like, I saw this TikTok, I sent it to Matt, and it said, what if the reason that Aaron's eye color changes throughout the show is because as Armin is telling the story, he's slowly forgetting what he looked like?
That's interesting.
Which, I mean, like, sure, they also probably just messed it up.
Yeah,
Because the manga would be in black and white. They're probably just like, because it like took several years.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting theory, and you know what? I appreciate that theory with everything, every fiber
Yeah.
of my being.
We'll say that, and instead of just the switch to Mappa and Mappa just changing the eye color,
Yeah. That was what it was. Yeah. But if you think Attack on Titan's got a lot of plot holes, I'm constantly reevaluating the Pilsbury cinematic universe, trying to fix plot holes. So
Yeah,
I bet there's one or two in that.
it'll be fun. Yeah,
it's okay.
Just a couple.
But like anyway, Attack on Titan is it's like not bad. It's good. I think it's good. It's just like what? Saw we?
Yeah, it's. I mean, maybe it's just bias, but I don't know. I just really liked it.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe it's just because I
have to kill all of them to save my friends.
He's kind of an op. But like a little bit. He did kill 80% of the population.
Also, the Warhammer Titan was like terrible at life.
Yeah.
The fact that
You would
she
think
lived
it
as
would
long
be
as
really
she
good.
does is crazy.
I feel like on paper it should be really strong because you can just make anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then she gets cooked by Aaron in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, like, I think what I've heard, like, be said or whatever is the reason that Aaron did the rumbling is because like they would have killed his friends if he didn't.
Yeah.
But like, bro, you could solve it multiple ways.
Yeah.
And you know what one of those ways would have been? Not freedom bombing their speech whenever, like, you remember he like pretended to be the cryptid.
But so here's the thing. This is the only possible way I think this could have the entire thing could have been prevented, at least at once, with everything happening as it did up until season 4. The only thing that happened in season 4 that I think could have prevented the rumbling and everything after that is if Willie, who was the guy who was giving the speech, defended the island people as well as the rest of the Eldians.
Well, Aaron was
he
going to
didn't
pop off no matter what, right?
probably, but I feel like if he heard that Willie was like, oh yeah, we got these Eldian people, they're not all that bad. They're probably just
there's a billion Guatemalans attacking the border right now.
That's exactly what they did.
Oh,
but I feel like
yeah.
it could have been prevented if Willie defended the Eldians too. That's the only reason why I think it could have been prevented.
I don't think he was ever gonna
do that though. No, he was never going to.
Because what's his face? Aaron was always gonna transform once Reiner was in the basement with him, just to piss him off, probably.
Yeah, he did really hate Reiner.
3 kids want freedom. Hopefully, one of them doesn't commit genocide.
Also, I feel if Zeke didn't show Aaron the memories and he did stop all of the Eldians from being able to reproduce, that could have also solved, because I feel like he could have negotiated with the Marlians to not kill everyone if that happened, because then they would all eventually die off of old age. But I feel like if that happened,
Still just mass genocide.
Technically,
kind of,
sort of.
Yeah, it's
just on people who haven't been born yet.
Yeah, well, it's wiping out an entire race.
So?
Yeah, but not violently.
Is that better?
Not really.
Kind of worse, actually.
Yeah, it's like a slow burn. You just have to sit there and just think about how you're to the end of your bloodline.
It'd be cool if I could have kids. Right, honey? Yeah.
I mean, like, you can raw dog without any worries, but, like...
Yes.
Then you don't... Then you're done, right?
Only
like,
upside. Only upside.
Yeah, that's the only upside to it.
Mm-hmm. And like female Titan.
What if a man inherited it?
I mean, I think that'd make it better. The femboy Titan.
Avoid that. Like, what if, what's his face? What's the guy's name? The Colossal.
Armin?
No,
Bertold?
not Armin. Yeah, Bertold. What if Bertold got it? Then what?
Then we'd have Bertold fanfic.
Yeah.
There's probably already.
Then Armin would have inherited the female Titan.
That would fit. That would have fit him better.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of a.
Yeah.
Armin, I'm gonna kill everybody. Don't do that. I can't. Oh, okay.
Ah, there we go.
I love you, Annie. Thank you, Armin. It's very poggers of you.
Much appreciated.
He also that whole thing is also kind of forced because the only reason he likes her is because of what's his face's memories.
Yeah, that's kind of screwed.
Mm-hmm.
The show is kind of whack now that I think about it.
Yeah, there's some cool parts though. Like whenever Armin exits the Colossal Titan, he's like, "Is this what you saw, Berthold?"
This whole
And he's like looking at the harbor. Yeah.
this whole conversation has just made me like Attack on Titan less and less, which is not. Which
My family's gonna pass it now.
Spy Family's gonna pass it now. Spy Family and ReZero and Fire Force.
I can't help it that
We're all
it's
gonna
like not
pass
a very well thought out show.
Yeah. I think Fire Force like might genuinely be my favorite show once season 3 drops.
Really?
It's really good. Like I said, it's kind of I like every single character in the show except for one, which is a massive help in boosting why I like the show, and it's also, I don't know, I like the plot, and I think it's good, and like I said, once you know the plot, so there's I guess I can tell you now, I won't spoil anything for you, but there's certain reason why I think the plot of the show and the bad guy's main goal is going to happen. I think it's gonna happen, but they're gonna figure out a way. Kind of like in Full Metal Alchemist. In Full Metal Alchemist how the thing actually happens, and they like how the
I mean, it starts happening, but then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, sort of. Like that's
it's
what
like
I think is gonna happen.
Titan where the rumbling actually happens.
Yeah,
I got it.
So I think that's yeah. I guess it's kind of Attack on Titan. I think their main goal is gonna happen, but then the Fire Force is gonna have to stop it.
Yeah,
that would make sense. It is like their whole deal, isn't it? They stop the bad thing.
Yeah,
they do happen to do that.
They do. Yeah.
Well,
but once you get to it, I'll explain it further.
If Attack on Titan was just like, it'd make me respect the show a lot more if they just went, yeah, we didn't really think too far ahead whenever we were writing it, but then we got there and we realized that we had to do something, so we did. I'd be like, yeah, you know what, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fair.
But like some things make me feel like they thought it out because like all those like little details that they have, it's like clearly they kind of knew what they were doing. Maybe they just fell off.
We couldn't figure out something, so we tried our best, guys. Don't worry.
Like Game of Thrones, where they like write a new ending.
Gotta love Game of Thrones. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan.
Really?
No, never seen it.
I've never seen it. I just know that apparently the last few seasons suck.
Yeah, man, they're pretty bad.
You would know.
I'm an avid watcher.
Excuse me again.
You were talking about you liking Attack on Titan less, which is a shame, but I like Demon Slayer more now. It actually passed up One Piece in my ranking.
That's great.
Yeah. I saw the part on Demon Slayer that he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dying. He's back. Welcome back.
Who?
Pilsbury he was just frozen on my screen.
Oh yeah.
He was just. A part that came across my For You page of Demon Slayer that I was like, oh yeah, that's good, is the part in Mugen Train whenever he gets sent into the dream or whatever, and he like sees his family again.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part really tugged up my heartstrings.
So in like the final part, it'll be like a few chapters of fighting, and then they'll like whoever's losing the fight, it'll be like 4 chapters of backstory, 4 or 5 chapters of backstory, and it just like kind of rinse and repeats. Like the fights are good, but like what's his face, like Akasa's backstory is, I think it's actually like 8 chapters of just his like what he did beforehand, and it's like kind of interesting, but it could have been 1 chapter. Like I did not.
It could have been one set. Could have summed it up in 1 sentence.
It all come. It like I can sum it up right now. He missed his wife. That's all it is. You could just say that. And
I
then
miss my wife.
All his motivations are fine, but I have to sit there and read about what happened and all that. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
Your
mean.
wife got cancer. Oh, also, in Sword Art Online, there's this girl who's sick, and so she's like constantly in the metaverse or whatever. And like it caught me off guard because they're like, "What does she have?" And he's like, "She has AIDS."
I remember that part. I didn't laugh, but I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" I guess she does.
Caught you off guard.
I guess so. Yeah,
it's
caught me off guard.
Her mom got a blood transfusion. It was the wrong blood type. Whenever she was born, she got AIDS. So there you go.
Yeah, and her sister died of AIDS like a couple years before her too. So it's like,
yeah,
okay.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone actually have AIDS, I'll be honest. It's just kind of like the thing that people say.
The funny thing.
Yeah.
But no, she had AIDS. I was just like,
that's something she could have.
And you know, honestly, Attack on Titan is pretty bad with like its plot structure. Sword Art Online
is worse.
Is
worse.
Real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
It's amazing.
High quality.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. You know, it's got plot. I think
very
somewhere
much.
in there.
Very plot.
Plot and pedophiles. Those are the only 2 things you need in a show.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is a sitcom with nothing but Drake and Dr. Disrespect would go crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like Friends, but instead of the cast, it's Drake, Dr. Disrespect, Diddy, Chris from Mr. Beast, and then what else we could find.
So I was telling Matt earlier, but man, if you think Sword Art Online has a lot of pedophiles, God, skeleton art, what the fuck is it called? Let me find it. Let me find it really quick. I gotta.
Some random thing that you
gotta get
what
to
the
my
600 random 12 episodes.
It's a random 12 episode show. Skeleton Knight in Another World. That's what it's called. It's got it. It's loaded to the brim in pedophiles. Count the pedophiles with Pilsbury 68. We're back for my segment of the podcast. I honestly, I don't even know how many there are. There's too many to count.
This can't be a regular segment.
This is going to be a regular segment. Every episode is going to have Count the Pedophiles with Pillsbury 68. Yeah. There's too many to count. I don't even know. I can think of like 10 off the top of my head. Just 10. Don't worry.
Is every character in the show?
Huh?
Yeah, but when you watching What's His Face doesn't dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Is that next up? Is that after this?
No, my little sister is so cute or whatever. That's next.
Can't be this cute.
Can't be this cute. That's next up on the watch list.
Then it's My Wife is an Elementary Student.
Elementary school
Yeah.
I bet those are right up your alley too.
Yeah. I'm watching Windbreaker right now. Once I finish Windbreaker,
That would be right up their alley.
Right. Right into My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute.
Yeah, I'm leaking the DMs next month, so you're gonna be the August victim. It's like the TikToks where it's like it's the months of the year. It's just whoever was outed as a pedophile for that month.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be one of you two next month. I can feel it.
I will release. I'll release the blackmail I have.
I'll release the text I have from Andrew saying, "Yeah, my little sister can't be this. Q's my favorite show." He said that.
I never said that. I didn't say that.
He said the animations, and he said his favorite character in Fire Force is Tamaki.
Never said that. It's no.
Just because of her personality.
Absolutely not. It's Benny Maru. He's the guy.
All the fun things that happen.
You can't say that, dude. You can't like talk about Tamaki being on the same level as Benny. It's not possible. Like I can sweep everything aside. You cannot say that. No.
You're the one who said it, man.
Benny is worlds better. He's
like, she's kind of weird,
much better.
But I mean, if you like her, I mean,
you're fucking retarded. That's what I say.
I wanna read this plot thing to you. I'm not even gonna tell you what anime. I'm not even gonna tell you. You'll know.
By the way, we are at an hour now, so hurry this up.
Okay, this will be our wrap up thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Sakata Sagawa, a high school nobody, never expected to find a bunny girl in the library. What's more, the girl he meets isn't just anyone. She's a former actress and popular upperclassman, or at least was, until somehow she disappeared from everyone's view. Now Sakata is the only one who can see her, or even remember her. Perhaps going unnoticed is just a symptom of puberty.
What the fuck?
Ghost stories. I don't know.
Yeah. That's next up on my watch
Rascal
list.
Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
I've actually heard of that one.
Yeah. It's next up on the watch list.
I'll toss it on.
Yeah. Me too.
Andrew's watched almost every show on Crunchyroll at this point, so he'll just watch those ones.
Exactly. All right.
And then after that's My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even like
that one's already on there. That one's already on there. Believe it. Believe it or not.
Believe it.
All right. Well,
the concept.
Thanks for watching the episode 2 of the podcast, everybody. This has been Mlord, Gold, and Pilsbury 68. See you later, fellas. Peace.